This council is failing its residents. While the financial crisis formally hit in the summer of 2023, the impacts are now really hitting home across the city, and this budget will make them significantly worse. The bin strike is the most visible sign of it, but the cuts impact in so many ways, whether that be litter and fly tipping piling up well before the impact of the strike, potholes left for months before they are properly filled, and seemingly unchecked dangerous driving rampant across much of our city. We have a city centre that has had money poured into it, but the benefits are failing to reach our residents, who face higher unemployment than all the other major English cities and desperate housing conditions. And of course, we're now faced with another package of £150 million of cuts caused by the mismanagement of this council by Birmingham Labour. And despite those cuts and a council tax well over twice the rate of inflation, we still won't manage to set a balanced budget. Yet more assets will have to be sold just to pay this council's day-to-day running costs. The causes of these failures run deep. They go far beyond the headline disasters, the Oracle implementation now 4 years late and over 100 million over budget, the hundreds of millions of equal pay payments, or even the £150 million loss to the council on an athletes' village that never hosted a single athlete. Look further into the council and you find more and more disasters, whether it's a failure to maintain our buildings and homes, or purchase efficiently, or then manage the contracts that we have properly. The only positive thing to say about such endemic failure is that things can be so much better if we just started running the council properly. What is abundantly clear is that the current Labour administration isn't fit to do that job. They may remain more concerned with their own internal squabbles and backstabbing than the interests of our city. To the extent that progress has been made in the past 18 months, it's down to the commissioners forcing it to happen. We need an administration that puts Labour Birmingham first and party interests second, and that sadly must wait until Labour is thrown out in next year's elections. But even before then, there are changes that can be made, and our amendment shows how even in these straitened circumstances, better choices can be made. Our amendment will keep our libraries open full time. The past year has shown just how much our communities value our libraries, not just as places to read and borrow books, but as local hubs, places to get advice, and in many cases, the last remaining building where residents can engage with the council. We would also provide funding to tackle the road safety emergency, so we can, for example, put in more average speed cameras, making good on Labour's failed promises. We will also start to develop a rooftop solar programme to save running costs and also help tackle the climate emergency. And we will make a modest start to help tackle child poverty and homelessness.